Hey everyone, it's Dana. I'm here to give you some more details on the Highlander Institute. Highlander Institute in this iteration was founded in 2000 as an education reform nonprofit organization. And as you all know, we're dedicated to research, developing, piloting, disseminating innovative educational methods to improve outcomes for all learners. Our work happens throughout the state, different outreach efforts, reaching about 1,500 teachers annually through different education reform efforts, PD, presentations, workshops, and conferences. But the history goes back further than that. Highlander Institute, before it was Highlander Institute, had many names and many iterations. Starting really in the mid-90s, it was the Hamilton Center, based at the Hamilton School at Wheeler School in Providence. And that center focused on students with language-based learning differences, specifically around dyslexia. And over time, it turned into the Bradford Dunn Institute, and over time into the Dunn Institute, and then the Highlander Dunn Institute, and now where we are now is the Highlander Institute. But this work always at its center has been focused on all learners, which is why in 2005, the center was taken from the Wheeler School in Providence and brought over to partner with Highlander Charter School. Highlander Charter School being a school in Providence serving a mostly low-income students of color, high poverty student population, has always had at its center learning as diverse as our students and really focusing on the needs of every learner. So it made sense to have an institute focused on the same mission, partnered with the charter school. Now, all of that sounds great, but where did the name actual Highlander come from? Well, Highlander Charter School, Highlander Institute are named after the Highlander Folk School, which formed around the 1920s, 30s in Tennessee. The Highlander Folk School has been a center for teaching incredible leaders in our country, diverse leaders from all backgrounds, how to be democratic, nonviolent educators and activists and change makers, which are all really at the center of a lot of the work that has gone on at our organizations and that we've always looked up to and adhered to, and is where our name pays homage to. So Highlander Charter and Highlander Institute are very connected to each other. We are separate organizations, but we are under one board of directors and one CEO. And we share this great connection where we can act as their outreach and dissemination hub, and they can act as our lab school. So we operate separately, and yet together. We have missions that are doing action research and outreach versus actually educating students in a lab school. But our work is very connected to creating change in Rhode Island and surrounding areas. Metrics is, you'll hear the word metrics and the name metrics a lot, is our social venture that is incubated through the Highlander Institute. It is a formative assessment app for teachers and school leaders to use in the classroom to really track and analyze and differentiate for all learners. This is our organizational chart. It's a little bit confusing because of our connection. Just kidding, this isn't it. Our org chart with Highlander Charter, to show you, we have our board of directors and our CEO, and then in the blue you'll see the Highlander Institute staff. So you'll have the Institute staff of about 7 with our consultants as well, part-time and full-time workers, and then we also share our development office and business office with the school. So we share some back office support for both organizations. Because so much of our work is really intertwined and supports each other. So who at Highlander Institute does what? I'm going to ask you at this point to check in on our website and to see all the roles and responsibilities and photos of staff members. And if you have any questions about that, just come in and ask me. So in Fuse RI this year, because we have these zany org charts and these different staff working on different things, who should you be talking to about what? Let's just keep it easy. You're going to email Roshni if you have any questions that are regarding Fuse RI. She's our direct line of communication for all Fuse RI projects. And her email is listed right here, rmerchandani@highlanderinstitute.org. So another part of Fuse RI that I wanted to make clear is that we are seeing ourselves as this convener, networker, initiator, connector of all different organizations and association groups going on in Rhode Island. For many years, all of these organizations have sort of acted in isolation from each other and sometimes in a little bit of competition with each other. And we really hope that through Fuse RI, we will be able to bring groups together and have great conversations about moving all students in our state forward. And we also hope that many of you in Fuse RI will get involved in some of these organizations and breathe new life into their missions and their work. So I just listed a few of them here for you. That's just the little stuff I want to go over with you. If you have any questions or anything, you can find me during the office hours this next 2 days, and I'm here if you have any questions. So talk to you all soon. Thanks.